It is Freedom Fest 250, UFC Fight Night. It is some crazy stuff at the White House today. We got rain, bugs, all kinds of videos. Everybody's covering the Freedom Fest, but I want to cover something that's slightly different. And I want to cover the UFC fighters tonight that are going to fight at the White House. They're going to get their bonuses paid in USD1 coin. And if you're not familiar with that, we're going to dive right in. Hey, but before we do, I want to play this 12-second clip real quick of the dirt bikes jumping in front of the White House. This reminds me of Idiocracy. And look at these guys. You see, the fact that this is even going on right now at the White House, or earlier today rather, is amazing. In my 48 years on this planet, I never, ever would have thought the White House would have dirt bikes jumping over it. They would have MMA fighting in the Rose Garden. I'm smiling, but just know inside, I'm just over it. I'm over it. I think we all are, right? We are almost 2 years in, and it's just nonstop. It is absolutely nonstop. All right, so enough from the dirt bikes. Let's get into the good stuff. So these fighters that are coming to the White House to fight outside, by the way, which is not good. You've probably heard Joe Rogan, Dana White, and everybody else complaining about not having stable environments to fight in. They even said earlier it's going to be like oil wrestling, which is going to be awful. And imagine all those bugs and maybe bats and everything else coming in to eat you while you're watching this at the White House. This is insane. But let's dive into the coin itself, because I want to talk about this grift. The grift is always so real. And, luckily they're not, well, I mean, I guess they are taking my money through taxes, but there's a little snippet from Wikipedia that we're looking at right here. So we're just going to talk about the ownership of this cryptocurrency. It's all underneath the World Liberty, which is Trump's son's organization. So the ownership, it says the company has been noted for its close connections to Donald Trump. A Trump business entity owns 60% of World Liberty and is entitled to 75% of all revenue from coin sales. Eric Trump and Donald Trump Jr. are actively involved in the management of the company. Does this not say it all? This is what it is. Every single day they wake up and they wonder, how can we take more Americans' monies that we don't deserve and put it in our pockets so we can tell everybody how rich we are? They'll never be able to spend this. This is ridiculous. Now, let's slide right down here to the management part, because this one really stuck out to me. Donald Trump's company title is Chief Crypto Advocate. That screams like, please investigate me. Please. What is that? His 19-year-old son, Barron, is listed as the project's DeFi, the decentralized finance visionary. They're all involved from the top down. It's always a grift. It's a full grift, and nothing short of it. So, of course, they made up this thing called USD1 coin, and they're all in on it. They're all trying to peg it to the US dollar. What they're trying to do is add value to their cryptocurrency by issuing it to people that will need to cash it out, and they need value. So they hand it to them. It's a little bit of a promotion for their coin. Maybe some suckers come in and they buy some of it. And then the Trump boys, they just cash out. Right? That's probably their motto behind the closed scenes. They'll probably like, hey, cash that out, Now, I just want to go through this little paragraph that says World Liberty is a venture of the Trump family and the family of Stephen Witkoff, Trump's friend and special envoy to the Middle East. They're all connected. They're all in on grifts. One grift here, one grift there. It's like plug and play. They're all getting a piece of the pie. And if they're not, they're probably really upset. The company's listed as an official sponsor of UFC Freedom 250. It is unreal. This is a lot like Elon Musk's companies where they're just circular, one's failing, so this one buys it, and then this one fails, and this one buys it. And it's just, they're constantly making money, a lot like the AI companies too, right? It's just plug and play, insert, round and round. Everybody gets to keep the same money going. It's fascinating that we've gotten this far, and this Well, I guess it's really not fascinating because if you think about it, right? Like everybody is going at the top. If you're a politician, if you're a billionaire, if you're a business person, you are going to do everything you can to make sure there's loopholes, make sure that all this is available to you, but it's not available to anybody else. Me, you, your next door neighbors, the MAGA guys down the road that are just yay Trump, they're not getting any of this. They don't have 401ks probably. They don't have investments. They're not billionaires. They don't own private planes. They don't own any of that. Instead, they're just buying the watches, the cell phones, the towels, the whatevers, right? Like every email that comes through us says, hey, can you just donate like $50 million to us? And then we all know Trump doesn't stop charging those cards. So those people are just getting bilked and bilked and bilked. And now the government's getting grifted. The American people are paying $60 million to make this happen. All this is in tax money. And it's probably more than that. Because if they're willing to tell you it's $60 million, that's probably on the super, yeah, right kind of end. You know what I mean? So there's money changing hands. Everybody that's going, they're donors, they're high profile people. They're in the pay to play kind of system. None of us regular people are going to the White House tonight. I just want to say there's nothing, whether it's today, tomorrow, the next day, there's nothing that's going to surprise me that everything Donald Trump does or the White House does is simply to make more money for the Trumps. That's all this ever was. Nobody's getting anything. Nobody's getting, more pay. Nobody's going to be able to afford houses. Nobody's going to get cheaper food. You're not getting cheaper gas. The Iran war is not going to stop. Israel's not going to stop bombing, Iran and Lebanon and Beirut and all those places. This does not end because once it ends, then they don't make as much money. Right now, the money's good. The grift is good. They think that they're going to win the midterms because of this. It's not going to happen. I think the American people have woken up. I think a lot of people are upset. I think a lot of people know this. There's a very slim majority, and I know who you are because you could be commenting at the bottom of this video. I don't care. You go ahead and comment all you want. Tell me that I got TDS. Tell me that this is all just not real. For the rest of us, we need to find a way out of this. This is not help America. $40 trillion debt. We have people going to the White House for a UFC fight. What is going on? I need my government to manage my Social Security, my Medicare. I need them to, enforce laws. I need them to be the government. I don't know when this happened, but this literally feels like I'm watching Idiocracy in real life. It hurts, to be honest. I used to think of the White House as a very serious place, a boring place. A place where I didn't need to hear news every day. While the Trumps are paying the UFC fighters in their crypto coin and trying to dial it up and try to make some more value out of it so they can make more millions and billions of dollars off of Americans, it's sad. I hope it's illegal. This is what I'm hoping, right? Out of all of this, I'm hoping in 2026, we go super blue in Congress. We at least stop it. We firewall, we impeach. We try to get our country back to the way it is. Then we start investigating, we start prosecuting, and ultimately, I hope that we are able to claw back all of this money from the Trumps and their allies and put it back into the American taxpayers' system to where we can pay down our debt. And I want to claw it back with interest and penalties. There should be something monumental that happens after this. And I know that we'll probably have to wait until 2028 and maybe even beyond. But there has to be some level of consequences. You can't just be pumping and dumping cryptocurrency and think that that's going to be cool. There's so many people that are losing their money. They're putting their money into these crypto coins and everything else that they're coming out with, whether it's a phone or some of the other stuff too. There are people that are losing money. There are people cashing out their 401ks just so they could take part in this. This is going to hurt so many people beyond just them, right? There's going to be family members that are going to have to pick them up. There's going to be a cost to society to heal some of these people, to take care of some of these people. When they lose everything, there needs to be a social safety net. And that's where those people are going to be picked up. We're going to have to pay for this while they make all this money. we're going to be left with the chips as they fall. And it sucks. It sucks. So I'm one American that has a camera and a mic and a voice. And if you're with me, you feel this way even a little bit, I'm going to make as many videos as I can from now to the election and then well beyond that. We're just starting. If you want to hang with me and you want to be part of this journey, come with me. Subscribe, like, comment, talk to me, be a part of this. And I appreciate you for watching. So until the next one, I'll see you.